everybody, and welcome back to the Edie Lumley Arena from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. If you are with us, you are officially in the OHL playoffs this year. The OHL expansion playoff with the OHL and other leagues combined. As here is an early chance for Wham, and the Rangers have dominated Cornwall this season. Cornwall sitting at first overall this year, surprising with their young lineup. Big saves early made by Caleb Chabot, and a penalty coming to Kitchener, as Bindelis has knocked off the puck and an early power play going to Cornwall. This is the playoffs. This is what it's all about. And the Cornwall Colts will go to the power play early here. They have to find a way to take advantage against this Ranger penalty kill that's been phenomenal this year. Face-off one. Here's Beliveau. Drops to the point for Logan. Off for Marnell. Down low. There's a quick shot. It's right to the chest of Parsons. And Mateau is there, and he will send that out and down. Cornwall losing both games against Kitchener this year of scores 6-3. Looking for a bounce back here tonight. Fraser with a great early look, and he's stopped. Looks out front. There came the pass, and Beliveau missed. Swing and a miss, and it's set down the ice. Logan back to get it. A minute to go in the Cornwall power play. Game one, if you're with us. It's the Cornwall Colts and the Kitchener Rangers. Here's Robitaille up the right side. He'll get it in. Was knocked down on the play, and Savard is there, and he'll send that down again. Logan caught that at center. Knocks that down for Beliveau. Right back in come the Colts. Beliveau trying to center that. It was given away to Mateau, but kept in. Beliveau sent ahead now to Mislejevic, and he will just get it out and down. And that'll do it for the first Cornwall power play of the playoffs. Pass ahead that was given away to Mislejevic. Now back ahead. Fraser moves in. Marnell was knocked off the puck. Didn't like that. Logan getting in there. In on the hands, and that's going to be called. The chance scores! A good start for the Kitchener Rangers. Off a broken play, a bouncer pops out front for Carson Rakoff. And Kitchener strikes first here from Cornwall in game one. Big goal for Carson Rakoff, doing everything right, just going to the net, creating that opportunity, and finding a way to finish on. Pass for Lazon, he's in, and he scores! And just like that, we're tied. 1-1. Well, the Cornwall Colts have tied it moments after Kitchener took the lead. Yeah, no power play goal, but then the Rangers get a delayed power play and they score on it, which evaporates it obviously, and then Cornwall comes back and answers immediately after. This is what you have to do against this Kitchener line. Here's Bottineau. Down the left side, he'll bring it in with speed. The Colts trying to defend on that. McDonald, there's a quick shot handled. Rebound stop, third chance scores! Caleb Chabot made some big stops, but the Kitchener Rangers clean it up on the third chance. And the Kitchener Rangers find themselves right back in front, 2-1. We know that this is going to be a hell of a series here. And best of three between these two clubs in round one. The best of three all the way to the finals, actually. Here's Rusevich ahead. That finds Misar. Drops off for Romano. Shooting that, and went wide. Bottineau down low, the save made by Chabot. Looking back to the point, it's Andonovski. Here's Rusevich. Misar, there's the shot, sails wide. Rangers still have it again. From behind, looking out front, it's Andonovski. Here's Romano. Now Rusevich gave that away to Colby Lazon, and Lazon can fly. Here goes Colby Lazon. He's stopped by Carson. Pass ahead finds Stark. Up ahead for Pugliese. In and over the line, looking for the centering feed. It's McDonald taking it back. Rangers shooting. Save made by Chabot. 7 to go in the first. 2-1 Kitchener. Here's Walker. Up the right side boards. He'll bring it in. Walker looks back, found help, and it's Kristoff, and he shot that high and wide. As the Colts try to keep that in, but Andonovski will get it right back out with Rusevich. In the middle of the ice, in over the Cornwall line. Ursoni took that away. Feeds that up for Walker. This Cornwall lineup playing with a lot of confidence. They're trailing in this game, but they have been a team to reckon with, and they are first place. They were not expected to be even that high this year, maybe not even make the playoffs, but they have, and they are the best team. Lamb centers it, they score! What a pass, and what a finish, and Pearson ties it up again. 2-2. Parsons did all he could, but couldn't get to that in time. And it is now a tie game again. 2-2 with 3:06 to go here in the first period. Draw one back. Here's Jericho. Ahead for Lamp. Right back in. Here come the Rangers again. Rakoff centers. Big save, Chabot. Colts go the other way. It's LeBlanc. The 2-2 in this first period. The playoffs, whole different season. So expect differently from Cornwall. Here's Beliveau as he is stopped with a great move in tight. 2-2 in this first period. There's a shot fought off by Parsons. In the corner, it's Darasillo. Up for Lamb. Rangers carried out of the zone up the left side. And over the line comes Lamb, going right to the goal. He'll shoot it. Kicked out. Pindelis clears, and that'll end the first period. 2-2 here in game one between the Rangers and the Cornwall Colts after one. Good first period. Back and forth they went. Rangers, Colts, Rangers, Colts. That was how the scoring went. It's 2-2 after one. Shots a goal 11-7 Kitchener. It's 2-2 through 20 minutes. Hits are 5-3 Rangers. Faceoffs 3 aside. Power plays Cornwall 0 for 1. Rangers haven't had one. 2-2 after one. Welcome into period two from Meany Lumley Arena, downtown Cornwall. It's the Cornwall Colts and the Kitchener Rangers. Game one of round one. Here's Andowski. Sent ahead, that finds help and Swick. Down the right side, he'll wind and now shoot it. He's stopped by Chabot. Lazon trying to get a handle on it. Pass finds Bindelis. Now Lazon with it again. Lazon can fly. And here goes Colby. Lazon knocked off the puck. Andowski back to it. Here's Rakoff. And Fernand-Olivier Perron had some words with one of the Rangers as here they come. Swick centers. Wham is stopped by Chabot. Bouncer in the paint. The Colts fail to clear. Brusevich off the post. And is that going to be a penalty to now? No, it doesn't look like it. Rakoff down low. Swick with it. Here's another save by Caleb Chabot. Plays that down wrong guy. Rakoff, he's stopped and the rebound is blocked. Oh, the Colts have been standing around to start the period. Here's Brusevich to Swick. That shot's blocked. It doesn't get through. Here goes Cornwall the other way. They've been doing a great job of not taking penalties. Marnell goes. He'll shoot. Save. And it rolled away from Lazon on the rebound. Brusevich with it. 2-2 almost halfway here from game one from Cornwall. McDonald stopped his man, but Rakoff was in, and he is stopped by Chabot again. Wow, the goaltending's been phenomenal here in the second. Here's Frazier. Bradley Frazier shooting. He just missed the corner with that. Colts keep it in. Frazier down low to the front. That one bounced in the paint, but never reached the Cornwall stick. Robitaille comes back out. Here's Savard, left side. He'll send that back down. A penalty going to Cornwall finally. Bradley Frazier will be called for slashing, and the Kitchener Rangers will go to their first power play of the postseason. Here's the draw. One back controlled by Savard. Looking, setting up. Here's Mateau shooting right on, and Chabot again with a good stop. Walker's there. He'll try to clear, and getting that down the rest of the way is Pearson. 2-2. We're more than halfway. Game one for Meany Lumley. It's the Rangers and the Cornwall Colts. Here's Lamb bringing it in. Down the left side, moves in. Centers for Soft. He'll feed that down low. It missed everyone. It goes behind the goal. Rangers send it back to the point to Savard. Walker did a good job of covering on that. Here's Sale trying to get it. He'll shoot it. That is blocked by a Colt. And again, they clear. Great penalty killing by Cornwall. 8.5 to go here in the second period. 2-all. Savard sent ahead up the left side. That finds Sale through the middle. Now drop back from Mateau. In over the Cornwall line with Soft right to the goal. He is stopped. Chabot made another, and that one came free, and he stopped that as well as they clear it down the ice. Parsons out of his net to play it. This could have been bad, but Colts do a good job on that penalty kill, but they're going to go right back to it here as a trip. 7:05 to go middle period. Still 2-2 from the first. Here's the face-off to the right side of the Cornwall net. Cornwall got the season set, swept from them in the regular season, 6-3 both games. Here tonight, they find themselves in a 2-2 tie. Here's Joe Vita, shorthanded, what a play! And it just rolled off his stick, he would have finished on it. Here's Swick, he'll bring it in, right side, dropping, Rakoff, stopped again by Chabot. Looks back to the point out front. It's Rakoff, and he scores! Carson Rakoff gives the Kitchener Rangers their third lead of the night. It is a power play goal. They're 1 for 2 now here in the postseason. And it's 3-2 Kitchener. Shabbat tight against this post, but not tight enough as it sneaks through his arm and in. The Kitchener Rangers will take goals any way they can get them right now against the Cornwall lineup that's been unreal this year. Here's Brusevich, the Lamb. They've had their struggles on home ice, though. However, the playoff atmosphere completely different here today. Definitely a different feel in this building. Here's a pass that finds Pike, and he fed that on goal. It was handled. Aiden Pike. Here's Brusevich. Being chased by Pike. Down low, and now another penalty going to Cornwall as Pike was just trying to get centering on him. And you can hear the boos, but the Rangers going back to the power play. They're 1 for 2. 3-2 lead in this hockey game late in the middle period. Draw one back by Cornwall. Pass finds Fraser. Looks back ahead. He couldn't get it out. He had an opportunity. Here's Mislijevic down low. Save made on Rakoff. Looking for his second of the night. Pass in front. They score! It's another power play goal, and the Kitchener Rangers extend the lead. It's 4-2 on the power play. Big goal, beautiful pass. And Kitchener, for the first time tonight, has a 2-goal lead. This is a best-of-3 series. So it could go either way, but after one game, you got to walk in if you're the loser. Here's Fraser. Pass finds Pike in front. And somehow they do not finish. A great reach from the Kitchener Rangers to block that centering feed that probably would have been a zap. Looked like Cornwall was coming in hot and they were going to score on that, but could not get the feed over. Great defensive play again by the Kitchener Rangers. They've been great defensively all year. We've mentioned it. That's why they're in this spot. That's why they're playing Cornwall in round 1. They are the second best team. Here's McDonald looking back. There's a quick shot. Scores! From the high slot, who other than Bradley Fraser getting in on the action. It's 4-3. So the Cornwall Colts back within 1 late here in the second after they had an opportunity dissolve. They come back and create another and make good on it as they're back within 1 late here in the second period. Here's Matteau. Sent ahead to Swick. He'll just send in. Was on. That's back towards the Cornwall net. McDonald for Fernand Olivier Perron. 3 seconds to go in the period. The pass ahead that was given away. We're through 2 here in game 1. It's the Kitchener Rangers 4. The Cornwall Colts 3. After 2 from Cornwall here in game 1. Shots a goal in the hockey game, 23-11 Kitchener, 4-3 after 2 they lead. Hits are 7-4 Rangers, faceoffs 9-5 Kitchener, 2 for 3 on the power play. Cornwall 0 for 1. We head to the third, 4-3 Rangers. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from Edie Lumley Arena. Game 1 between the Kitchener Rangers and the Cornwall Colts. If you're joining us this afternoon, we hope you're having a great day and you're having fun with us here today. Here's an early giveaway, and Vida just about took off with it. Now Swick will bring it in down the right side to the middle, shooting it high. That goes over the net. Joe Vida takes off. Here goes Vida. He's been great all year. He's behind, and he scores! Tie game. It's the captain. 4-4, Joe Vida. Well, Vita's going to win any foot race if you give him any room with that puck. And he takes off with it and makes no mistake to tie this game. First time this year that Cornwall has scored 4 goals in a game against the Rangers. Here's Joe Vida, knocked off the puck, but he's right back to it, and he wants to attack again. Vida shoots. That was blocked and rolled in front. And Ofsky will carry it back out. On the right side, Colts trying to take that away. Now it's brought in by Anofsky, looking for the centering feed. And Swick took that back. Here's Bindelis, and here comes Cornwall. Findless in over the line, has a Colt going to the net. He'll shoot it himself. That was blocked and it rolled out in front. And the Rangers clear it out of their own end. Lamb. Findless back to collect. 4-4 in this third period. Game 1, it's Cornwall and Kitchener. Drop pass and a shot. Handled. The rebound played to the side of the net where Parsons will cover on it. 13:22 to go third period. 4-4 from Cornwall. Playoff games don't get any more exciting than this. You don't usually see this many goals between the teams. But here tonight, we've seen a fun one for sure. Andowski, they're normally a lot tighter than this. You're right about that. And tonight, that hasn't been the case. It might just be everyone finding their footing here to start the playoffs. That's probably the case. As here's Robitaille. He has Caden Pike breaking to the goal, but couldn't get the feed to him. You could see that coming from a mile away, and the Rangers, I believe, did as well. Here's Rakoff in with a shot that's blocked. Swick will try off the post. The rebound doesn't go. It's kept out. Another try blocked. It goes to the corner as the Rangers have been on top all night long and just about took the lead again. Swick in on goal. That's blocked. It goes to the corner. Pike trying to get a handle on it. Sent around behind McDonald now. Marnell for Robitaille. 8.5 to go here. Third period. 4-4. Sent in by Cornwall. Frazier to the goal. Centers it over. And Parsons gets over in time and makes the stop. As we're under 8 to go in regulation time tonight. As we mentioned, Cornwall has not beaten Kitchener in a while. But this year they got season swept by them 6-3 both games. One here and one in Kitchener. The one in Kitchener, they took a long time to get things going. The one here at home, similar story, but they at least had some opportunities, just couldn't finish on them. Here's Soft to the goal that was blocked on it back and stopped, and it is in. They're going to wave it off. Was there contact? And yes, there was no goal on the play. Waved off immediately. Oh, so close, but Chabot knocks that back in his own net. He's lucky that there was contact before it, otherwise this would be a goal. Here's Mateau. Looking from behind out front to Sop. Sop trying to get that to the goal. LeBon trying to take it away from him. Here's Mislajevic. Down low, centered for Sop. Sop to the goal. Centering Sale. Savard. That's stopped by Chabot. 3.5 to go in a 4-4 game. There's another stop. And the bouncer back to the point. McDonald's after it, and he does chip it out. Here's Beliveau. Man open. It's Tristan Moran. He sent it to the corner for him. Moran taken down. Late power play going to Cornwall. McDonald to Logan. We're inside the final minute and a half to go here. Here's the shot backhanded just wide. Beat us back to it. Extra attacker. There's the shot. He's stopped. McDonald. And finally the Rangers touch up with under 30 seconds to go in the third. Cornwall with a power play. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Cornwall's first power play. Unable to get anything set up. We're going to try here on this one late to win this game. Face-off one picked up. Here's a shot off the face-off that's blocked to Chris Kilo. Tried to clear, that failed. He'll try again, and this time it is kept in. Pass across. And getting to it is Fernand, and it's offside against Cornwall. 15 seconds to go in regulation time. 4-4 from Edie Lumley Arena in Game 1 between Cornwall and Kitchener. Bradley Frazier will take the face-off. He has a goal tonight. Wins it back for his club. The pass ahead. That missed everyone. It goes back down. Obviously no icing, though. It's sent back around into the corner for 7. He will clear. It does just get out. Findless knocked back in by Beliveau. Beliveau with a second to go in the period, and that's played to Parsons. He'll cover easily. We go to overtime here in Game 1 of this best-of-3 series between the Kitchener Rangers and the Cornwall Colts here tonight. It's 4-4 after 3 in Game 1. Shots to goal in the game are 28-16 for Kitchener, but it's a 4-4 contest. Hits are 9-6 Kitchener. Faceoffs 14-7 Rangers. 2 for 3 on the power play. Cornwall 0 for 1. The Colts on the power play to start overtime. Here we go. Welcome into overtime here tonight from Edie Lumley Arena. We'll go another 20 if necessary, but Cornwall on the power play to start overtime. Pass finds Lazon, gave that away, trying to get that back. Rakoff at center, turned it over. Joe Vita's in. Vita shoots. He stopped, and the bouncer got away from Lazon. Pike in front, he centered that. That missed everyone. Now Fernand moves in. Fernand shoots. Blocked. Here's a chance. LeBom, it doesn't go. Rakoff off the boards. It just gets out. Findelis. Back for Fernand. He'll dish off for Vita. Vita moves in. He has Pike. Dishes off. Pike! And he just missed. Here's Lazon. Colts pressing. Another shot that goes wide. Pike centers it. Just missed. Lazon. Rangers on their heels. Lazon. They score! Caden Pike in overtime. Colts take game 1. 5-4 over the Kitchener Rangers. What a save by Parsons, but sitting right there is Caden Pike, and he's going to clean up that rebound any day it's given to him. And the Cornwall Colts will find a way to take game 1 in this best-of-3 set against the Kitchener Rangers. Rangers will have a lot of words because they were up 4-2 in this game, and they blew it. Late goal in the second, an early goal in the third. The Colts get it done on the power play in extra time. 5-4, your final score tonight here in game 1.